very technical, this stuff.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hello, hello, hello.
We are back.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Happy Sunday.
Coffee.
Welcome, everybody, to 5D Full Disclosure, the morning Ascension gathering. We are the First Contact Ground Crew team.
Yeah.
Heaven on earth. We welcome all of you. Love you. My name is Buddha.
And I'm Jeri-Lee. Happy Crown Chakra Day, everybody.
And salute. I hope you got your coffee there. Here we go.
Cheers, ears.
To love winning. How's everybody doing out there? We had some technical difficulties to get started, but it looks like everything is ready to go. We got a mama video to show you all. We got Sunday Fun Day for those of you who have to go back to the 3D Matrix tomorrow. We know how it is. We've been there. And we can empathize. You know, but we're glad to have you here. We're glad that the family is gathering. This has to happen, ladies and gentlemen. We have to come together. We have to work together, and we have to bust through this old 3D matrix that has kept us enslaved for long enough.
I wanted to it's been a little bit of a slow morning, but play before mom, just this funky video with JP Spears. I know I'm changing things up, but I just want
interesting. Yeah, we can lighten it up like that. I thought you were going to go with the morning gratitude prayer.
No, that brought me tears this morning, so it'll just have to be something lighter, and then we can, see how the energy's going. Just take it easy on me. Okay, let's play it.
Okay, let me pull it up. Where's that picture? There it is. Okay.
Say hello, everyone.
Yeah, let us know where you're coming in from. If you're brand new, where you're at, where you're from, how you heard about us, how your Sunday's going.
How are you feeling?
How you doing?
Okay, let's play JP.
What are you doing? Here to do a little swimming. You gotta wear a life jacket or else you can't come in. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. Life jackets are mandatory. Mandatory to wear a life jacket when you swim and when you're not swimming, too. Why? Cases of people getting wet are going through the roof. It's a scary time. Put it on. But that doesn't mean they're drowning. People get wet every day. It's part of life. 0.0001182% of all people drown each year. That's practically everybody. So put on a life jacket. That doesn't make any logical sense. I'm not putting one on. I know how to swim. I've had swimming lessons. Oh, swimming lessons? You think those exist? So what, you just think your body has this natural ability to traverse through water in a way that keeps your head up so you can still breathe? Yeah, it's called swimming. Never heard of it. Flotation devices are backed by science. You don't believe in science? I do. It's just, I know how to swim. You're kind of being racist right now. What? Look how his life jacket is keeping him from drowning. He's just standing in shallow water. Put a life jacket on now. You're putting everyone at risk of drowning. How am I putting everyone at risk? Their life jackets won't work unless you have one on. Does his life jacket work? Yes, very well. Then why would he need me to wear a life jacket when his life jacket already works? We have to protect the protected swimmers from the unprotected swimmers. But aren't they already protected? Yes. Very well protected. So they should be fine. They would be, except they're not very well protected because of you. Look, you gotta put one on or you can't go in. This feels creepy. So, where would I get one? Oh, I'm selling them right here. You're selling life jackets? Yes, of course. So you're demanding that everyone wear a life jacket while you are selling life jackets? Yes, for their protection. And they have to buy the life jacket from you? Indeed. Don't you think that's a conflict of interest? No conflict of interest that I can think of. How much money have you made this year from life jackets? $27 billion. Seems like you're more interested in making money than keeping people safe from You're an anti-science, anti-life jacket, climate change denier. With cases of people getting wet going through the roof, I'm gonna need you to buy a life jacket from me and put it on, or else you'll never have access to swimming pools, showers, rain, or drinking water. You're treating me like I'm the enemy. If you're concerned with people drowning shouldn't you be treating water like it's the danger instead of treating me like I'm the danger? Your body's made up of 70% water, so you're basically a ticking time bomb. Put one on. Buddy, you are the last person I'd want to take direction from. You're so pushy, it's creeping me out. You're like the Harvey Weinstein of lifeguards. Thank you. Well, look, just today, Leonard died from drowning in a head-on collision car accident because he wasn't wearing his life jacket. Wouldn't he have died from the car accident? A puddle of water was found in the car. Counts as a water death. That doesn't make any sense. God works in mysterious ways, and there is no God, so you'll need to obey. Oh my God! He's drowning! Help him! Sir, please get out of the pool and put this life jacket on. He can't get out, he's drowning! Grab the edge of the pool, it's right behind you! Just reach for it! No! It's not an approved method of protection against drowning. It's quite dangerous, actually. Just grab the edge! Do not do that. It's unapproved. For God's sake, just grab the edge! Can we censor him, please? For your protection, do not grab the edge. Help him! You're a lifeguard! Okay, I will. You should have put a life jacket on while you still have a chance. You're kind of getting what you deserve.
Oh, shit.
Look what you did to him, you monster. This never would have happened if you had a life jacket on. A life jacket on. Okay, now that you're fully protected, enjoy your swim. I'll need to see proof that you're wearing a life jacket. Show me your papers.
Nice.
So, like hitting my muscles
Okay.
from the same.
Thank you, JP.
Wow.
Holy shit. I mean, if that didn't put it in perspective for you, I don't know what will. But we all are awake and we all are on the stream for a reason.
Right. Yeah, it's not so much about the people watching as much as our friends and family out there who are still, pushing the GJA, the rest.
The da. And then there is no God. Like, come on.
But, I mean, I don't know how much more ridiculous it needs to get, because I feel current reality is pretty much like that. That's what I feel like. That's the laughter I just have to go through when I'm witnessing how ridiculous some of this stuff is really getting. And that's how ridiculous it has to get for people to finally snap and be like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yep.
And it is happening. We're witnessing it day in and day out. We get new people contacting us. We get new people sharing their stories. And we're grateful because we know that love has already won. We know that victory to the light is already here. We know that heaven frequencies, 5D, heaven on earth, is here. It's just a matter of attuning to it. Are we all there all the time? No. But can we have access to it? Yes. Can we sustain it is the goal. Because as we continue to dissolve our dysfunction, dissolve our old habits, our old attachments, we can allow the new stuff to come in. And it is fascinating as we see just like this drip disclosure from all parts of the world. I mean, on Telegram, you see basically the whole world revolting against the JA, the rest, And so the U.S. is behind. Let's be real. We're so caught up in chasing that money, we're too busy to revolt. And that's by design. And so this is where we have to dig deeper, where we have to have a level of civil disobedience. We don't have to obey everything these people are trying to do to us. This is how we stand up. This is how we begin to do it together, because it's not going to work if just one person does it. We all have to do it. Therefore, we all have to share this information. We all have to encourage everyone to reach a level of civil disobedience that they need to stand up and hold hands and gather and be like, no, together stronger and we will win. Especially those in positions of power. The peace officers, the police, all those people, the lawyers, the lawmakers, everyone needs to snap out of it and recognize they're not exempt. Unless you're at the top echelon of the cabal, you are not exempt. You are all part of their plan of being their food, of being in lower states of consciousness. So
I feel like, on a higher perspective, there's like the quiet mass of America, because you guys have gun laws, and I mean, gun laws is in you're allowed to have guns. Like in Europe, not so much. It's not a thing we have in our possession. So there's the quiet majority of those who know what's going on, but are just like keeping to themselves. We're talking about most of rural America, and that's a great thing, because down south, apparently, you know your rights, and they don't touch you because you'll shoot them. So that's a good thing.
So instead, they put a fast food joint on every corner, keeping you fat and lazy.
Yeah,
I know.
But I feel like we don't have enough stats on who is actually awake. But we do know that 15% of consciousness of those who are awake are holding the light, and that's, we're going in the right direction. I just wanted to welcome a few beings on Facebook: Debo, Mikey, Brooke. Welcome, Brooke, from Sydney, Australia. We love you. Joseph, Brandon, and Nairi, and a whole lot of beings.
I got Christine on my side. Linda, you said Linda. Katie Fairbanks.
No, I actually don't have a lot of comments coming up, but that's okay.
I also got Anna Oliver, Fractal Queen, and that's all they're showing me.
We have Jordan on YouTube, along with...
Get him, Jordan. Pam says, I don't laugh. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. Yes, and I've come to really embrace the cry laugh. The cry laugh is obviously like...
No, I will share. Buddha has cried more in the last 3 weeks than I'm guessing, than he's ever cried in his life. I don't know whether he was crying when he was younger, but he has cried a lot, which is a great thing for the masculine.
Yes, I've begun to feel again.
Nice. So then there's Jen, there's Anna, then there's Grandmaster UV. Does meth reveal reality? I feel that might be a joke, but I've never had meth and I've never done meth, so I don't feel so. Like, it's different from a mushroom trip. I've never done mushroom trip either, but from what I have heard, when you do mushrooms with ceremony, you do enter different realms. So I would say no for that one.
Yeah, we don't really support it or condone it, but, let's just say Lucifer loves it and we don't. So we don't condone it or support it.
And interestingly enough, yesterday, Laura Eisenhower put up a really cryptic message. I have it up here. Which was it's not odd, but it was, we were speaking, Mom was speaking about Lucifer on live stream yesterday. And so...
Yeah, there's been some, go ahead.
Okay, so it goes, she says, fallen systems within and without. Luciferian, whatever. Mama loves you. Died and came back and understands. Christed consciousness is infinite. And, I mean...
We love you, Laura.
Yeah, please your
let's
work...
get in contact, y'all.
Your work is amazing. Full disclosure, all that. And Eisenhower was very involved with Mom. I don't actually know the details of the connection, but they made a deal. Do you know, love?
You're talking about the Greys and Eisenhower?
Yeah.
Well, basically, President Eisenhower had the option to choose love or fear, and he went with the Greys. He decided on the technology, on all the quick fixes, and as a result, everything went downhill behind the scenes. So, yeah.
But of course, the dark works for the light, and Mom forgives them all.
Because I'll tell you what, man, those little Greys want a soul so bad. They came to Mom and were like, please give us a soul. She's like, I don't know what I can do, man. Universal law is universal law. And I think it came to us when we were watching a movie or something. We're like, wait a minute. If you don't have a soul, those who put the work in and like, you know, choose love, make those efforts, show compassion, have those feelings, might get gifted.
Yeah, because we have a couple of robots come to mission, basically with no soul, and it's like, hello, like,
and you don't even know who you are, but we do.
Yeah. So the robots are they don't have very good discernment, and kind of like
very robotic.
There's a very massive disconnect, and so
they mimic divinity,
and they will fall for the dark very easily.
They take through speech
and
through
eyes.
Their eyes.
Watch those eyes.
Better get your rainbow sword out, I'm telling you.
And cut cords, because they will suck the life out of you. No, seriously. Like, dude, we've had some pretty freaky experiences with robots. Anyway, Mom loves everyone. She is the divine director. And I'm sure she's making miracles happen. Especially now that she's in etheric. It's like, okay, I know you're working really hard. It's fucked. But I love you. And so on and so forth. So we pray for all the robots out there, family included. Family included. We are divinely non-attached. Have compassion for the robots. AI glitches are real, okay? We see it all the time in the supermarkets. You're talking plain English, and they just stare at you like
cannot compute.
Like, I used to take it personally, like, okay, I'm Asian, like, are you triggered by my Asianness? Because I'm just asking for something, but obviously it's not American. Minced beef, you call it ground beef, it's like minced beef. Oh, no, we don't have minced beef. I'm like, help. It's funny.
Minced beef, who eats that around here?
Hey. Oh, Daniel, can I unmute Daniel? I haven't spoken to Daniel in a long moment. Thank you. Hey, love. Oh, you're unmuted. Daniel comes from Holland. And we love you. You can speak, brother. Anyway, welcome, Terrell. Charity, see, I'm seeing some comments now. You think they're putting you on. Okay, so there was a question about implants. What do implants do to you? Like, what kind of implants? Are we talking breast implants? Are we talking microchipping? Because any implants in your physical vessel is bad news.
And you know, I like to see the relation of what's happening, the multi-layered exposure that's happening. My Earth sister, she had breast implants done when she was young, and the last month or two, she's just been posting about the breast implants, about how they cause cancer, all these, like, you know, facts about, like, these new testimonies that are coming out, people who have suffered due to the breast implants. And so she's waking up to these implants, right, of actually being an infiltration of our body. But this runs the whole gamut. Whether it's GMOs, whether it's the air we're breathing, the water we're drinking, all of it has been infiltrated on one level or another to seed us with these implants, creating holes in our brain, creating holes in our energetic system. So this is why it's important that we offer the plasma elixirs to help bring these precious metals back into your body so that you can, in conjunction with getting the etheric surgery that corrects the holes in your brain so that your synapses can fire on all cylinders again, you have to put that effort into to heal yourself. Using the elixirs, getting the etheric surgery. But yes, in terms of implants, whether it's breast implants, implants in the GMOs, through nanotechnology, implants that have created holes in our brains, all of it can be cured.
And they're saying energetic implants. So I feel like energetic implants per se doesn't exist anymore. Mom dissolved the dark. It's actually the only two things that we are fighting against is our own ego and AI. AI on the internet, you know, all the slow stuff that 3DR technology was. Hi, love.
Hola. I forgot to unmute myself.
Okay, well, we
What's up,
can hear you
Daniel?
now.
What's up? I was just trying to spread some positivity. I just said a lot of people, I noticed and I'm feeling it, a lot of people are waking up at like a much faster pace than like the last few months. It's like, all's going in the right direction. And I hope I'm not the
Interesting.
only one feeling that.
Well, I mean, it's very hard for us to feel that at Walmart. I mean, we speak to beings, and some really young ones are like clued up, but mostly
Yeah,
everyone's just tired.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some pretty
yeah,
incredible experiences when you talk to a cashier and you let them know, hey, everything's gonna be okay. You kind of give them some pump
yeah,
them up a little bit about their face mask they've been wearing. And I've said it, love has won, God is here, God is winning, and they'll nod and be like, yes, I feel that. Remember that one hotel we stayed
yeah,
at?
Yeah,
That lady just
yeah.
was
Well,
like,
she was curious because she obviously wasn't really clued up, or was she? She didn't
she was
really.
open,
She
and
was
it
open.
resonated.
Yeah, because like I said, thank you for the work that you do. And she lit up a little bit, and I said, you will be rewarded because Jasara's coming.
yeah.
Jasara's coming. She's like, Jasara. I said, have you heard of Jasara? She's like, no. So I explained it, and she's like, oh, well, I hope so. So they want it, but they don't believe it.
I keep forgetting what Gisera stands for.
It's a global economic. It's basically like universal
Yeah,
resources for everyone.
but the letter, global economic security, right? Sorry.
Yeah, reform. It's just like redistribution of the wealth so that all of the cabal money, the
Yeah,
trillions and trillions of dollars, are redistributed with equally across every
yes.
single being on the planet.
Not just the 1% or the 0.1% even. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have any more money. It's been siphoned off. That's what all of this lockdown has been about, or on a
Yeah.
multidimensional level. But all of that
Yeah.
money is secure. It's like the quantum financial system is just waiting for consciousness to match. So yes,
Yes.
I'm really happy that you're sharing this because I know that the last time we spoke would have been early this year, and you hadn't had a lot of sunshine your way, and things were looking really dire for you, as in like the people around you.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's great now. I'm for everyone listening. I'm living in the Netherlands, and right now we're a vaccine passport country since 1.5 weeks, and people are not taking it. Even I keep saying to everyone, even the most sheepish people or the ones who are most asleep, they are even triggered by the fact that we're now a vaccine passport country. They're not taking it. I think the cabal or the government, they overplayed themselves. How do you say this in English? They
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
thought they could get away with implementing this bullshit,
Yep.
but people aren't taking it. Even the sheep, they're like, nah. It makes me
Interesting.
feel so good to see.
That's interesting because we also had like the Global Relations Council meeting, and Andreas is from Germany, and he's saying how asleep the Germans are. Basically, 90% of the population are Catholic, but they also hold a lot of guilt, a lot of shame
Yeah.
from World War II.
Yeah. Oh, it's the same over here. I think pretty much all of Europe is very indoctrinated.
And I feel
mean,
we studied like this experiment that simulated this kind of fascist in a high school setting, and it turned out that everyone was so easily bought into like a good leader, like you're
Yeah.
protecting us and you're doing it for our highest good, until they
Yeah.
realize that they are actually capable of following and being duped. Being duped.
What's that word, Jude?
Duped is like hoodwinked. Like, you're following
duped,
something
like
that you
being
feel
fooled.
is
Yeah.
the right thing. And at the end,
Yeah.
you realize, because you're judging the other. So you're judging, why did the Nazi, or why did the people go with this regime? And the teacher
Yeah.
wanted to show them that they also were capable of making those choices without even realizing that they'd made the wrong choice before it was too late.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like a big trauma, especially I mean, it's like not every German is a Nazi. It's like you can't put it any more simple than that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe their forefathers did some bad stuff, but you know, it's 2021 right now. It's like
and it's not
now
even
we're in the
their
Great
fault.
Awakening.
It's not even their fault.
Exactly.
So no, we celebrate that everyone is revolting. We've been playing some videos from Europe of everyone just going out on the streets, having a picnic, like having a good time.
Yes.
In the supermarkets, just
Right.
like random
Yeah.
songs. It's like, no, take your power back.
So good to see. Also, I also saw some great videos from Italy, like Italian people really standing up by the thousands against these stupid measures like vaccine passport and bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Obviously implemented by tyrants.
Absolutely. Well, we honor you, love. Thank you for
Thank you.
for fighting. I know it's not easy.
Thank you so much. It's not always easy, but I'm on the right track, and a lot of people are waking up. It makes me feel so good. And
Yeah, I feel I need to share this, Daniel, because I know that we've been toing and froing about this, but like, so a lot of beings in Europe don't have credit cards, and we've been booted out of PayPal. So we're trying to figure out
you
a
told
way.
me.
So I'm just talking to the audience in case someone knows a way around this. If Daniel wanted to donate or transfer money to us because he wants some of the products, he has to pay like 70 euros to transfer.
Yeah.
And that's ridiculous. So we're like wanting to find solutions, and we don't have any as yet, but someone could know like how do we transfer money that's not going to cost the earth so that we can ship some of these beautiful kaleidos for Daniel in Europe.
I think I have some Colorado copper left, you know, but I have to be a little bit less thirsty, if you know what I mean.
Good. Mm-hmm. But we'll figure out a solution, love. Thank you.
Yeah. I trust you completely, and you guys are amazing. George, Jerry, everyone, Aurora, love you all from the Netherlands.
Love you, brother. Thank you.
Daniel. Speak soon.
I love you. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Awesome. So Terrell says, too good to be true. We have been downtrodden so long, it's nearly impossible for some to surrender to the hope of a better day. Yeah, a lot of beings are tired. Especially those who really care. Particularly those who have vocation to care for children, for elders. I mean, police, those in the army, like military, you know, they signed up to do good. It wasn't to sign up to kill people. It was to sign up to protect the rights of their fellow citizens. So we pray that everyone has it in them to wake up to that truth, that love is here to stay, that this can be the magical world that we've always dreamed of.
Aorus Anna Ray says, anyone heard of it? The German artist Hans Hack. He spent his career trying to heal the German guilt.
Interesting. Yeah, it's like this unworthiness, and it's a different cultural programming for different countries, but I know that like inferiority complex, as well as like it's like another nation is better than you. Like apparently the Germans love foreigners, and so do the Filipinos. It's that level of indoctrination that makes you less than someone else of a different race. It's really sad, but the more we stand up to our worth, the more we flip that programming so that they wake up to that. But the first wavers forge the way for consciousness, because God was here in the physical vessel to figure out the matrix, to figure out a way for us to get out. She saw consciousness. She felt energy. She spoke to angels. Everything that we are waking up to, was already her world. That was mom through and through. She couldn't figure out why everyone was in such dysfunction with their ego that she really had to document everything, watch soap operas, really figure out what was going on. Like, why do we sabotage ourselves? Why do we hijack ourselves? What is happening within our connection to the matrix that makes it glitch? It's so deep, and it has been going on for years and years and years and years, to the point where she did crack the code, did the impossible, and ascended this year. She left a very solid team, First Contact Ground Crew team, and a shit ton of videos on YouTube, as well as documentation, as well as speaking to us directly. Like, I was tapping into her. I always ask angels and mom to guide us, for us to be the vessel for inspiration, for motivation, to be the messengers of love. And I said, what do I need to focus on, mom? Like, because I love looking at divinity cards. Like, I love shuffling, and I love seeing what my higher self or my blind sides are, blind spots. And she's like, stay in the present moment. And she's very simple. Keep it simple. When it starts to get complex, skirt back to the present moment. What are you smelling? What are you feeling? What are you touching? No thought, okay? That is our number one role, to be at a vibrational match to love and joy, being in service to the greater good, co-creating new earth. These are very simple tasks. And if you're not doing that, you're kind of verging a little bit off the highest timeline.
Yeah, it's the little things at this point. You know, you can get overwhelmed. You can fall to your knees when you really tap into this energy. I mean, I've had this happen to me several times where, like, you know, we couldn't handle all this love if the floodgates were just truly open. Like, Mom has blessed me with visions where I do see this, like, level of jubilee, this, like, ecstasy, this just unity, this love that just spreads across the globe. And I've literally have fallen to my knees and gotten into tears because it was just so, so powerful. And for a long time, we were telling everybody, you know, if you're not on this path, if you're not doing the work, if you're not feeling again, you better get yourself some diapers, because you will literally shit yourself if you don't do the work. And you can laugh about it now, but this is serious. This is so much energy flooding the planet right now that if you're not finding a healthy outlet, a healthy expression, it's going to build up. Like, we've been going on walks more than once a day. That's been helping. We've been getting a little more active. The other day, I actually sprinted. I'm like, and it felt good. I messed up my arch a little bit because I hadn't done that in a while. But it felt really good to get your body moving in that way again. And for many of us, you know, we've been stripped of that childlike wonder now. So it's more challenging to go outside and play. Like, what does that look like now? You know, sometimes it's as simple as picking up a basketball. Maybe you need to go shoot the ball around, kick the soccer ball around, get yourself a twirling stick. That's been really fun for me recently, is to do that kind of stuff. Something different outside of your comfort zone, something that you've never really done. We've been practicing Qigong. That has been really helping me. And so there's just so many things available to you guys. I mean, with the power of the internet, YouTube University, whatever tickles your fancy, look it up, do it, celebrate it, have fun with it, re-heart yourself of all the things you enjoyed doing as a child. Yeah. And it will be simpler for you. You know, keep this mantra in the back of your head. Love simplifies. Love simplifies. I am worthy of all things that are love. I am love. Right? Tune into the frequency. Feel into it. Do the work by saying it out loud. By speaking those mantras into existence. Having your journal. I think Jordan was just talking about he's going to make a pamphlet he can hand out. And that's awesome. Brilliant. You know? anything at this point, even if it's just one more person you can wake up, you're helping the movement. You're doing your part. Mm-hmm. And we honor you for that.
Yeah. Anna says, my favorite, speaking about this artist, my favorite was on the roof of the main government structure. He asked people to submit regionally local flora and food seed to plant in one garden on the roof. Yeah, plant something. You know, buy a seedling. It's not expensive. You know, we started growing green onions in water. Like, there's forever supply, and nature provides all the codes for abundance. So why aren't we utilizing the things that we already have? We're very rich in resources.
Yeah, I mean, such a small little shift, right? Such a small adjustment in what we were doing, right? Rather than going and buying the green onions and spending $1 every time we wanted green onions, we've been growing them. And all we had to do was put them in a cup next to the sun, next to the window, and they just keep going and going and going, right? Showing us the truth of reality, showing us what abundance really looks like. I mean, I've often said, look at a fruit tree. One fruit tree, many fruits. One fruit, many seeds. Mm-hmm. Every seed is a tree. So you can see where we can go with this. No one has to be hungry. No one has to live in scarcity of any sort. That fear is an illusion. So when you grab your power back, you grow your green onions, you cut that celery stem, put it in water and grow some more celery. Even if it's just one, you are creating a shift in your frequency, in those around you. You are shifting out of the matrix. You are growing your own food. I know every single one of you out there want to grow your own food. Do you know how? No. Have you had the experience? Probably not. But these are those moments. Now is the time. Creating the hydroponic super cool gardens. I mean, you've seen that stuff on Facebook where like they sell them now where you can literally grow all your herbs and plant life in this cool self-enclosed system that you just add water and seeds and it's all there. Like, how beautiful is that to come into a home and you see a whole hydroponic system set up with growing food, live food?
Yep, the technology is available. And, you know, we need to reheart that the dark have lost. They've totally, have no idea what they're doing. They don't have a leader. They're just, scrambling for nothing, really. They think that... Actually, no, the white hats are in control. Let's just get the story straight. We're watching a movie. They're actors. We're playing out this thing. The Minister of New South Wales resigned 2 days ago, and it was a big deal. And so we see this slow, I don't even know, dissolvement of government. Something big has to happen. Some big disclosure. I know that we are all waiting for that. Say, for example, Prince Andrew got arrested. Prince Andrew and that arrest is so significant, but is it on the mainstream news? Because if it ain't in the mainstream news, it ain't news, okay? Even though in true reality, everyone's at Gitmo, the spa, and they're just making sure that every single tunnel is already shut off, that there's no more holes. And what I've been observing is there's some random ads that keep popping up on my laptop, the iPhone 13 has been released. And you can have choices of themes on your screensaver. And I was looking at this and I'm like, it says Ascension. The theme is Ascension. Lots of cool graphic for your iPhone 13 with the name Ascension.
Drip, drip.
If some random 13-year-old went through, it's this is a cool theme. Oh, Ascension. That is filtering into the consciousness. Mm-hmm. And then, I was transferring a file on WeTransfer, and some random ad comes across my laptop, and I'm, looking at it, because I'm really tripping out. I'm who makes up these ads? Because if I didn't know that it was from Dell, I would have, what? And the word is you, as in Y-O-U, like universe. Create your own universe. I'm like, like, someone who is unconscious would just look at that and go, some random ad from Dell. But because it's within the consciousness, it's like disclosure. Disclosure.
Soft disclosure. Drip, drip.
Seeds.
Drip,
Seeds
drip,
are being
drip,
planted everywhere. If you are not looking at blues, clues, mama's leaving you, and you're going into that lower frequency of fear because that's where they want you to be, you're not seeing the magic. This is a matrix. It's holographic. Things are very malleable. It means we can shift. We can create. We can move energy. You being there in a high state of joy raises the vibration of your town, literally. So keep to heart that any little decision you make has such a big butterfly effect. Like, we haven't been able to grow our own things because we have had movement, relocations and stuff. But like, even on the boat, we grew bean sprouts for mom. It was just one of these little cheap containers and like trays, you know, the one, and you just sprinkle seeds on each tray and you look after it with water and sunshine. And it's fresh on salads. It's super yummy. So don't feel limited by your environment. Like, if you live in the city, of course you can grow on the windowsill. Of course you can grow on your balcony. And I know a lot of you, like Buddha says, everyone wants to grow their own stuff. It just takes effort. It takes your love. Talk to the plants. I mean, when I was growing up, I was well disconnected with plants. Like, my mom was never, ever this green thumb. She hated cooking. She was very much of a prima donna. She didn't really like housework. So, of course, we grew up in an environment where we were disconnected to that. Like, her plant would die, her peace lily would die, and I'm like, oh. So then she'd ask me to look after it, and slowly I was like trimming the dead leaves, and I'm like, I have no idea how to look after a plant. It's because I didn't have that knowledge. I didn't have that wisdom that we could actually speak to the plant and say, hey, I love you, you know, you can do this. It's so simple, but for those of us who have been brought up with a certain programming, there's a lot of disconnect. So we got to piece it all together and come together and say, hey, did you know that you could actually grow something from water? Water is so powerful. And you're like, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And post about it, right? Then share it and send it and spread it and email it. Whatever you do, whatever social media you enjoy using, you know, feed the white wolf. Be the example. It's so important. You know, don't be shy in these moments. Now it's the time to shine and be divine. Shine bright like a diamond.
Like
and if
Mama G.
Yeah, and if you're just like doing all these beautiful, wonderful things but not sharing them, that's an injustice. They need to see you. They need to feel you. What are you doing? What are your projects? I'm probably talking to myself because I could share a whole lot more of what's going on. You know? We were involved in so many projects, so many art projects. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. Time just flies by here. And it's like, you can do that too.
Yeah.
You have everything in your toolbox right now to break free from the matrix. Yeah. Truly.
I started a TikTok account because my TikTok got like hijacked and then I lost everything. And I feel it was someone, was it Jen? I can't recall. Someone's TikTok got banned and they were really distraught this morning. Like, there's no reason why I can't start again. Like, I posted my first TikTok about some cool business fair for children. Like, I'm just going to go down that route. Education, cool, innovative stuff within the education paradigm, the new way. I mean, who knows? It might get banned. It doesn't matter. What matters is you're moving that energy. You're not giving up. Keep fighting for love. That's all that matters. Energetically, everything is as it should be. She's so pissed, she said. Love you, Jen. And you know what? That occurrence happened so that you could detach. You could really look at your attachment to that account. Like, we've lost stuff on mission. Like, I've had to wipe my computer clean of stuff and have lost really significant memories, photos and documents and stuff. Like, I just have to let that go. That on a multidimensional level, your angels are showing you it's okay. You just have to look at your attachment, let it go, and start again. Rinse and repeat. That's all. So Jordan had the idea of putting Mom's videos in DVD series. I mean, rest assured that all of Mom's videos are backed up off of YouTube. So if YouTube goes down, it's all good. But thank you for that. It's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. We could play Mama.
Yeah.
This was in 2016, so 5 years ago on the 28th of August. Here we go. This is her Yippee Lady series.
Yay! Greetings, lovies! Released last night, and spent many hours in that process. And lots has been going on since our last video communication. And one of the things that's happened is that the old controllers, I call them, they decided that one of their little ways to try to stop what was happening was to create a universal mind. And I actually caught this. And we have dismantled it. So that's all the angels want me to tell you happened. It occurred. What they were trying to do was mimic the unified field energy, but divine intelligence and non-divine intelligence. So this third wave that's coming in is, the energy of it is very karmic. And karmic meaning not negative or positive. It's just all about choice. So these energies in choice is like, okay, if your soul needs more lessons, then it moves into more self-importance choices. If your soul has, already gone through the lessons and would like to choose love and serve love, then you get those rewards as well. It's all energy. And Michael had a great post about it. And he talked about in here that the original blueprint for humanity is purely heart-based. And, it got corrupted, everybody. And that's why Father and I are here. Shout out to Father. Love you, Father. Just silly. He's out there playing with his toys. However, he's got the first pyramid built for the Twin Flame retreat. And I feel, correct on this, it's 24 feet high. And I saw it, it's 3 levels of, it's brilliant Tesla technology that he's utilizing. So here I'm going to have this statement here. It says, the original blueprint for humanity was a heart-based race. You feel and experience physicality and all the gifts Mother of all creation, my Creator, the Holy Spirit, has provided. The foundation of the experience is love marrying love. Old controllers had a different perspective. So they implemented karma during the time of Atlantis as a form of learning lessons, as opposed to experiencing and gaining wisdom. So they basically stole that from humanity. But we are reversing that. We are changing that. The new earth is in, third wave is here, everybody. It's going to be all of September. I don't know what's going to happen. Just stay present in the moment now. So he's talking about how I just explained about how karma is choice. And it's how you live your life. What do you want to experience? Where's your soul growth at? And there's absolutely no right or wrong. It's just there's so many things that come up during the follow-up session that really will empower you and validate you and the experience. I mean, we're all in this together, this roller coaster ride, and but I'm doing that. That's all we got, and the present moment of now, and everyone is expressing to me that they're having so many magical experiences, and their lives are becoming richer and grander, and it's so absolutely brilliant. I'm just thrilled at this, and the more souls that awaken, the faster the ascension process moves, and the more we head into the new earth and the co-creation of the new earth and balanced harmonics and harmony and abundance for all. We won't need stupid paper funny paper money. Although we do, and we just paid 2 weeks of rent, so we're good, you guys. Thank you for keeping us going. If you feel in your heart to share with us, thank you. We did get a grand donation today. We're honored and grateful. Thank you so much. So we're here. We're trucking along in these big energies. It's almost so grand I can't express enough. So, all right. Angels, you have anything else to share with the children? Thank you for being love. Thank you for choosing love. It just requires to be present. And very fascinating. I'll share this story with you. The other day, Michael, what we're realizing is that, or I'm realizing, even though it's always been present there in my experience, is that when we are present in the moment of now, we actually command right action. So everything around us has to be in right action, or it goes away, leaves our space. And also how, this whole planet and all humanity, all the atoms, have been commanded into right action. And that is joy, balanced harmonics, choosing love, serving love, bliss, being love and simple service. So we were kind of testing out how these energies would affect the macro. And so the other day, Michael, he, in the field, went out of right action. And it happened right in front of me, which I found fascinating, because I was witnessing it. So I watched him go out of right action, and all these things started going wrong. And I had him step back and say, hey, look, this is what just happened as a result of moving out of right action in these energies. And he was like, wow. And what a big, I guess, lesson for both of us for experience to see and witness. And so, passing this on to you, everybody. Thank you for moving into the heart, out of here. It's going to get tougher and tougher and tougher as we increase and intensify these energies, and there's no stopping them. And love is in charge. We're just like love. Father and I we're the angel slaves. We're love slaves. Whatever love says, we do. We accomplish every moment. And on behalf of the Divine Plan, love everywhere present, the new earth, you guys, we love you so. We intend to have more videos, but as always, there's so much going on. We had to deal with the universal mind. We had other events happen. You know what? It's like roll with it, right? Just gotta roll with it, everybody, or bounce with it.
Bounce with it.
Like Tigger. Oh yeah, I'm silly.
Aww.
I intend, everyone, laughter is the best medicine.
Yippee.
I had a really good laugh this morning. Thank you, Joan, out there. Thank you, I love you. lots of joy, greatness, grandness. Everyone, you have your angels bestow you with gifts of love everywhere present. And these gifts come in the form of more intuition. Your divine healing abilities come more online. Things of that nature. So you look forward to that simply by choosing love. Yay! Yippee! All right, everybody. We love you. Again, we love you, Father. Thank you for all you are being and doing out there in service to love everywhere present. We honor, respect, and love you. Thank you, all ground crew out there across the planet. Thank you for choosing love, being love, and love has won.
Woo! The wink.
Thank you for all your pain, suffering, illusion dissolving, and the birth of the new earth.
Wow.
Yay!
Body light ups.
Oh my.
Beautiful.
Amazing. Such amazingness. Truly, truly amazing. Like, she just confirmed everything we've like been speaking
My
about.
name is Johnny Bo. I've
Okay,
joined.
thanks, Johnny.
Okay, so funny she mentions Tigger. Okay, so this is a weird story. I really don't actually share this story unless you're on mission or know of me fairly well. But, so flashback to me being 15 years old. My first girlfriend. I lost my virginity to her. Got my first kiss through her. She wanted to be president of the United States. She had bright blue eyes, freckled skin, light amber hair. And it clicked for me when I got to mission. When I got to mission, it dawned on me that mom was coming through my girlfriend, my first girlfriend, on this timeline. And there were so many parallels because, like, there were many moments where we knew, like, mom's obviously president of the world, president of the universe, president of everything. And it was just really, really weird because they had a very similar likeness in their appearance. Very similar. And her name was Terra. Like Tierra, like Earth, like Terra. That was her name. And then fast forward to when I finally met mom. Turns out she had a sister named Terra. Okay. Call it coincidence. And Tara, my girlfriend at the time, loved Tigger. Like, I remember I would draw her Tigger, and like, she loved Tigger, and Tigger is fucking awesome. Like, if you tap into that energy of just like bouncing on his tail and just having a good time, like, Tigger is cool. And I don't know, it just lit me up right now because it's all connected. That's how mom's working through everyone and everything. My earth mom, same thing. It sounds crazy, right? But I can see where mom would come through my earth mom to help guide me along the way. And so when I feel into it, it's like, whoa, I've never been alone. I've never not had God in my life. In fact, she was so in my face, I didn't even know it. So feel into that. Sounds kind of crazy, but it's all connected. It all works. It all speaks to me in my experience. And hopefully that can shed some light on how mom works and how she's connected with everyone and everything.
Absolutely. And when mom was speaking about universal mind, that was the thing that she would discover things within the AI. So we were talking about robots, and that's the mimic. They want to mimic divinity. And when she discovered that, of course, she just dissolved it. And that's why she was super excited about the third wave. And whatever it is that we play, the angels always guide us to which video to play is really relevant in these present moments. Mm-hmm. Really, like, those videos were not for those moments. Like, mom was saying 2012, disclosure is here, like, the Kabbalah fall, and, like, they were multidimensionally, but it didn't happen in the physical. So when she talks about these astrological events, you know, October's going to be huge. Aurora's going to be live later on today. She will share with you updates of where the planets are going to be, what we're looking at. And mom says karma. Karma is just universal law. It's like, what choice are you making? Are you choosing fear? Okay, here's a lesson around fear. Or are you choosing love? Okay, here's the magic. That's it. It's not judging you. It's not to make you feel bad. It's just, it's you. It's like, it's your choice. It's like we are embodying and anchoring divine will. Divine will is very different from free will. Free will is like having no consequence. And that has been happening for many millennia. Mm-hmm. We had no consequences. But now it's speeded up our evolution to the point where you will know universal law. It will bite you in the bum. And it does. And we see it every day. So
it's more quick. It's more instant. More instant. The lessons are coming quicker. And we've said this before, but as you're leveling up, as you're passing your tests, you're going to get tested again. Mm-hmm. And it's going to come quick. So be ready for it. Know that you are leveling up, and it's not one test. The angels want to make sure you got it. So in other words, you passed the test once, even if you didn't pass. Even if you did pass, you're gonna have to show the consistency. So in other words, they will put an event together in such a way to see where you're at energetically and be like, how is he responding, or is he reacting? Is he going into a lower, or is he seeing the higher flip in all of this? Because every situation you can rock it both ways, which way, right? You want to be in heaven frequencies? Or you want to be in that 3D matrix of pain and suffering?
The ego has to go, 100%. So the residuals are there. Know that the residuals are there. And the test is just to see whether there's residual. If there's residual, write a ceremony. It's very simple. Don't take it personally. Have fun with it. Mom says laughter is the best medicine. Absolutely be laughing today.
Is this a card we're pulling?
It's a card from the Daily Discipline deck. This keeps us on track, everyone. If you haven't got a Divine Discipline deck, we highly recommend it because it has all the disciplines, not all of them, but like most of them, and Mom's beautiful words of wisdom.
Drum roll, please. Let's play it on the other side. Oh, well. Serve others. Self-importance is humanity's biggest disease. Be of service to others, always from the heart, full of love. The path of divinity is through physical service. Yippee! This is huge, guys. This is huge. And I'll just give you a quick example, especially like us living in a house with multiple people. We got roommates, the whole team is here, mission house, everything. When you go in the kitchen, are you going there just for your own self-important needs, right? Are you going there just to stuff your pie hole, drink some water, and get out? Or are you going in there looking around saying, oh, maybe I should tidy up a little bit, wipe the countertops, maybe put the dishes away that are sitting there on the dry rack? All kinds of little things you can do before you go into, well, I just got to stuff my pie hole. Trust me, I know. We got good food in there. But what happens is it's the same thing when we're rolling cigarettes. Unconsciousness comes in. Next thing you know, the cigarette pack is left open. You got paper rips everywhere. You got this, that. It's just like, what just happened here? And it's like, here we go. Here's the opportunity to do something so simple and adjust and serve others, right? Cleaning up the ashtray, let's say, before you go into smoking a cigarette, right? So it's like a slight little adjustment of like, let me see how I can serve others before I begin to serve myself. And this was hammered in on us every single day from showing up on mission. And it was good because you had to second guess yourself. You're like, wait a minute, I'm just coming in here because I want one of them donuts. And I'm bypassing the fact that there's crumbs on the countertop, that there's this, and that. And I'm like, okay, Mom always says, did you earn it? Did you earn it? You would know if you earned it or not. Be honest with yourself. And then you can feel into, well, maybe, and now it's more automatic. Like we'll go in and people just obviously will start cleaning and then they'll serve themselves. But it's that slight, guys. It's just that slight. Like how often do you go out and smoke a cigarette? But how often have you emptied the ashtray? Like, is there an equal energy exchange? Right? So it's just such little things that the unconsciousness pockets will come in and be like, ha! Dirty ashtray! Yeah! Oh, suck. right? Because it's just a pocket of unconsciousness because we've allowed it to pile up. We've allowed the ashes to overflow. You see where I'm going here? So it's like such a little thing you can do to just flip the energy and now push it towards love.
The little detail matters. Love is in the detail. And serving others isn't just a one big act of baking cookies and giving it to your neighbors.
Or like baking cookies because you actually want a cookie. So you just, of what we are doing in every moment. That is our responsibility. And I take full responsibility. There's been a couple times recently I've left the toilet seat up. That's huge. How can I be a divine masculine and leave the toilet seat up? Fuck. That one hit me. I'm like,
don't worry. I'm on his ass. But unconsciousness will sideswipe you. You know, your super ego will think you're so divine that you could possibly not go wrong, and you can't. There's no right or wrong, but there is that level of presence. Mom says stay in the present moment. Your atoms will be in right action because you're in the present moment. Mm-hmm. As soon as you're not in the present moment, shit happens. Accidents.
Spills.
Lessons. So manage your energetics today. Do connect to your divine intelligence, Crown Chakra Day. Trust that as long as you're serving love, these inner gifts are coming your way, if not already here. We love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We cannot thank you enough.
And thank you for laughing at yourself. Like, if this stuff is triggering you, you better start laughing because, you know what? We can't be that serious. Like...
Booby's like, wow, I just had my hand on my cat and commanded his atoms into right action. Mom said it right after. Beautiful saying. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yippee! Oh, so Bobby got surrender this morning. Spot on. Thank you, Mom. Yes, so these divine decks are precious. When you're wanting to focus on something, basically we use them just so that, you know, it's playful. So honor love today. Aurora will be back for her Oracle Astrology Report at 1 p.m. Eastern. George will be back at 6 p.m. Mountain Eastern for Roadside Nuggets. And the Global Peace Meditation at 9 p.m. Eastern on the 5D Full Disclosure chat on Telegram. Thank you, everyone, for your commitment to love. Thank you for being here. We love you.
We love you.
Thank you for your support.
Hallelujah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Love has won and joy reigns. Na 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 na.
Joy.
Na 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 na.
Joy reigns.
Hey, hey, hey. Love has won. We love you, humanity. Pew, pew. Stop a messin'. Count your blessings. And book your mother loving session.